Welcome to another episode of Catching Up with Coaches. Today I am here with head women's soccer coach Hillary Arthur. Thank you, Hillary, for joining us. Let's start off with, why don't you just tell us a little bit about yourself and your background for those who aren't familiar with you.
All right. Thanks for having me, Chris. I've completed my season here at university coaching the Bearcats. Before Willamette University, I created a Division I junior college program in Northern Nevada. I was there for 3 years. Before that, I was at Chico State in California, where I got my master's degree in sports psychology and started my collegiate coaching there as the grad assistant. And I played college soccer at Humboldt State University in California, and I love Salem. It's a great place. Like I said, I've been here for 12 years. It's just a growing city, a lot of things to do in the city and outside of the city. I love going to the ocean, love going to the mountains, and it's a great place for my family, myself and my family to be. So love it here.
So why don't you just give us some thoughts on this past season? Maybe a quick recap and kind of how the season ended up compared to your expectations of what you thought would happen.
Last season, I think it was a solid season for us. We finished in the top 3 of the conference. We were battling for first and second. We had a great roster, a great group of people who are all focused on, the relationships we build within the team, getting better every day and competing at the highest level, and also creating a culture of community and really valuing those around us and those who we represent. I thought I was very pleased with the season. Of course, there are some games where you thought you should have won, or you know how soccer is, it's kind of brutal, where if you don't get that one goal or you let one in, that's the game. And sure, we had those, but overall, I was very pleased with what we produced every day on the training field, within our matches, just the level of commitment our players have to continuing to grow and to be better each day. So I really thought last season was just a step in the right direction, and we want to get to that conference title, and I think that we're making good steps to.
So now that we're measuring quarantine in months, how have you been communicating with your team, and how are they kind of handling things in terms of classes and just kind of their general mindset moving forward?
With the whole quarantine situation going on, we've been in contact with our team weekly. We're doing our non-traditional season, virtually, and we're doing Zoom meets weekly with our team. We're also doing individual meetings and individual check-ins to see how everyone's doing, chemically, mental health checks, really letting our team know that we're here for them in every capacity, not just soccer, but we really care about each of our players, and we're really making those efforts to let them know we're here for them, and to also get them ready for the summer, where historically that's where they are doing their workouts in a setting of, they're doing them by themselves. Because of quarantine, they have been doing those workouts by themselves, so they'll continue that. But we're getting them geared up for our summer packet that we send out, and we're planning on coming back in August strong, healthy, ready to compete, and we hope that the world's in a better place health-wise, and things will return to normal for not just the Bearcats, but for everyone.
Building on that, heading into the 2020 season, obviously we are everything's still a big giant question mark, but assuming we are back to somewhat normal, where's your team at heading into 2020? What are your kind of expectations for the upcoming season?
Upcoming season, we're really excited for that. We've been working real hard with our recruiting class. We're excited for our 2020 coming class, and I think we're hoping for 12 new players, which can be considered a new team. So it's exciting to have this new energy, the amount of new players we'll be bringing onto the roster. It's exciting for our returning players to be meeting our incoming players. And there's a lot of excitement. There's a lot of energy around it. I think having been quarantined, and with the hopes of getting back together physically in August, just a lot of excitement, just a lot of hope. And I think we're in a good position with the returners we have coming back and with our incoming 2020 class. So I think we have realistic expectations and, just a lot of positive optimism where we're going to take the season.
Okay, so let's move on to this or that. This may be a little bit tough because we've got some real audio delay issues we're working with today, but we're going to try it anyways, and maybe I can edit this in post. First thing, this or that, and you can pick one, and then maybe tell me why briefly. So this or that, Cardinal or Gold?
Cardinal.
Home game or away game?
Definitely home game.
Bus trip or plane trip?
That's really tough. Plane trip.
Offense or defense?
Offense, because I played center mid in college or all my life, and just putting the pressure on the other team and getting the ball in the back of the net. Yeah, offense.
Tied games or shootouts?
Shootout.
Soccer or football?
Football.
Great. Well, that's great. Thanks, Hillary, for joining us, and hopefully we will get back to somewhat of a normal routine in the fall, and wish your team the best of luck in their remote classes and upcoming finals, or whatever they're doing for their classes, and then hopefully we'll be back to it in the fall. Thanks for joining us.
All right. Thank you, Chris. I had a good time. We will see you soon, hopefully in person.